Hello everybody watching this video. This is a quick overview of the catch can install the Mighty Mouse mild on my LS1 Camaro. So as you can see, this is the mild installation using the head mounted bracket. And as you can see right there, well, not in the shadow, but I'll try to zoom in here. There's a bracket that came supplied with the cam to mount it on the head. Now, the installation was a little different than the instructions that they gave me. And I have a feeling for most of these catch can installs, that's going to happen. I don't think, even though they sell them for the LS1 F body, I don't think the factory perfect replacement actually exists, because 25 years later, for most of these cars, I think it's pretty obvious that a lot of the original plumbing and wiring is vastly changed out. In fact, I would say that it's probably very difficult to find an existing car that still has the original plumbing and the wiring intact from the factory. So making a kit that is compatible with an OEM install might actually be very impossible at this point, because there may not even be intact examples available to design stuff. And even if there is, it's probably cost prohibitive to get one to R&D new products. And that is kind of what we're looking at for a 25-year-old vehicle plus. Anyway, here is my catch can, the installation the best I could. Now, when I originally ordered the catch can, I went ahead and opted for the quick connects. And as you can see, there's one right there, and there is another L-shaped quick connect right there. Now, what I did get is, well, I got quite a few things, but I did get a new hose. And a hose was supposed to go from this L-shaped orifice right here all the way back to the engine and essentially replace this OEM hose right there that you see. However, I got to thinking, well, why would I replace the hoses if I still have the existing hose? And you can see that goes back to my original statement. Well, they probably supplied the hose because maybe on some of these cars that hose is gone, the smog's been deleted, who knows. Now, the original routing for this hose right here, and again, I'm going to point it out here, this one right here, is it originally ran across the frame rail to the positive crankcase ventilation, which was right there, and then it went into the intake manifold right there, just south of the throttle body. Now, the problem, as you know, is that the blow-by with these LS1 motors is generally pretty bad. In fact, I'll show you how bad it was. So I just did a plug change out on this car, and these are the existing spark plugs right here. I still haven't really cleaned up anything yet, because it just seems like work on this car is always so labor intensive and it gets dirty. So these are the original plugs I took out. Now, the reason why I had to do this was because the plugs were running, I developed a misfire in cylinder number 5. And when I took the plugs out, you could see that some of them were coated in oil, some of them were running really rich. I can go ahead and zoom in here. So you can see this one's kind of cooked. They're in really bad shape. Not only were they in bad shape, excuse me, I think this was possibly the worst one. I can't really find which one was the number 5 spark plug. They kind of all ended up in a pile here, but anyway. So you can see they were pretty grody. I think this was the worst one right here. This might have been the one that was causing the misfire. Now, not only now to answer your questions, yes. Oh, actually, no. I recognize this one. This one was actually spark plug. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was actually spark plug 6 on the passenger side. Now, before y'all start saying, "Hey, well, you blew a piston, whatever," I actually did do a compression check, and the pistons are holding integrity very well. So this isn't really so much as a ring issue; it's more of a blow-by issue. Also, the gapping on these things were really bad too. So I could almost make a separate video on this TR55 plugs after 20,000 miles. But as you can see, the proper gapping is supposed to be 40, and these things are well beyond the 40. So here's a typical plug that I took out. Here is a spark plug tool. You can see that it's 40 right there. Let me recheck that, make sure it's good. Yeah. So you can see that it is significantly over gapped. Like, it's really bad. Like, you see that? I know, like, I can't do this like two-handed, but yeah, you see that play right there? That's not supposed to be like that. So it's pretty much double the gap. I'm amazed that the car was actually running. So new plugs, new wires on a 25-year-old engine. And what do we do to keep it from happening next time? Well, hopefully I install this catch can, which is going to catch the oil that otherwise would have ended up on this side of the block, the head. As you can see right here, there's more oil. Let me go ahead and zoom in here. This engine really needs to get cleaned up. That's on the next list. But as you can see, there's dried oil down there. Now that is all from blow-by. Basically, this positive crankcase ventilation system gets overwhelmed, and whatever doesn't make it into the throttle body just ends up on the side of the block. So hopefully this catch can will take care of that. Now, it does need to be emptied, so there it is a little bit of extra work, but I don't drive the car too much to worry about that. Anyway, this thing does need to go through a little bit of a de-rusting process too. As you can see, the Houston Air after 25 years does kind of get to it a little bit. But yeah, this is an overview of it. This is the engine, and this is the catch can install. Thank you very much.